What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Craigzilla coming at you with another piano tutorial. Today I'm breaking down Ain't No Mountain High Enough by Marvin, Gaye and Tammi, Terrel. Before we get started, I want to mention there is a link in the description to a video of me just playing through the whole song so you can kind of see how everything fits together, see how I play it. Yeah, so be sure to check that out. But without further ado, let's get started. The song starts off with this little intro here. Okay. So what that is, basically, you have a B minor in your right hand, A in your bass, A flat diminished triad, G major, B minor, but you'll start with F sharp in your left hand and do it like a little move. So E minor 7, G over F sharp. It's kind of weird, but it's just a passing chord. And then G7. Those are all the chords. And then you'll play an A flat just by itself in your left hand to get back to the first chord. So the bass is kind of like in your left hand. And in your right hand with the chords, you can kind of bounce those first few chords. So you'll play the chord and then bounce the chord between like the top two notes of the chord and the bottom note of the chord. So and then when you get to this B minor with the F sharp, hit the chord with the F sharp and that first B, and then play the low B, but just hold the chord, right? So, and then the E minor 7, you just hold the chord, and then with the G over F sharp and the G7, you're just kind of hitting the chord and the bass together, right? So all together. Twice. And then come down here, right? So when you come down here, your left hand is the same. Your right hand, it's a little different, but it's actually a little simpler here. You just B minor, A flat minor 7 flat 5, but you're just keeping the same B minor chord in your right hand. When you get to the G, it's a G major 7, but again, same chord in your right hand. Do the little move. Still a B minor in your right hand. When you get to the E, finally your chord will change to give you this E minor 7. And then over the F sharp, G in your right hand, and G7 when you get to the G, and then A flat by itself in your left hand, and then back to the top. So and then you'll play an F sharp minor 7 to get into the chorus. So when you play those passing chords, instead of the passing chords, right? Normally we would do those passing chords there to get us to the top of the verse, or back to the the verse. But when you're done with the verse, you're going into the chorus, you'll go play that F sharp minor 7, and then you're into the chorus. So the chorus is just G major 7, E minor 7, F sharp minor 7, and B minor 7. You do that 3 times. But I'm kind of pushing the F sharp and the B. So and after the F sharp, to get to the B, I like to walk it up, right? So in my left hand. So anyways, you do this 3 times, and then you'll do E7. I'll play that E7 twice, bum, 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 and then I'll do like a regular E major. So I'll go E7 twice, then regular E major, F sharp major, G major. So okay, and that's the whole chorus. There is an optional little lick you can do at the end, or like a little move. Or you could just hold the chord. But if you want to do the move, it's kind of, I'm basically doing like D and B here, but I'm sliding off of the B flat onto that B. So and that'll get you back to the top, or back to the verse, you know. Now if you're going into the chorus or into the bridge, the lick, the little bluesy thing, it happens like 4 times instead of 2. So that'd be after the second chorus. It does it a little differently, right? But like I said, totally optional. You don't have to do it. You could just hold the chord. So anyway, so far we've got the intro, first verse, chorus, second verse, same as the first, second chorus. After the second chorus, it goes into this bridge. So that bridge is probably going to be the hardest part of this song. It starts off with a G major over A, and I like to have A on top as well. And you'll play that for 3 bars. And then go to this A major chord with G in the bass. And then it does this little... So F sharp sus4, resolve to the major, F sharp major, right? And then this chord, which I'm not sure what to call, but it's B in the bass, F sharp, C sharp, and E in your right hand. And then resolve that to a B minor. So then you'll play a G major 7. And there's a little move you can do here. Over the G. So you play the G major 7 and then do that little melody. Land on this G6-9 and then move the 6-9 to a regular major. Back to a 6-9, back to a major, and then on to the next chord. So all together. Now, you could also just play a G major 7 for that whole part instead of doing the move. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go to the next chord, or you could do the move. It's optional, right? But anyways, next chord after that, there's a little move here, like a suspended thing. I'll just play through it. So it starts on this A7 sus4, and there's this little melody that's happening. Right? And so I have a chord for each of those melodies, each of those notes, right? Starts with this A7 sus4, goes to an A7, but I'm just playing an A major basically in my right hand. But I have this A and this G down here, which I'm keeping the whole time. I go to an A9 here, and then back to the A7. So sus, 7, 9, 7, and then sus, 7, 9, 7, but half step up. So B flat 7 sus4, B flat 7, B flat 9 to a B flat 7. The melody part of this is like a little different, so it goes down at the end instead of up like it did over the A. Over the B flat, it's so over the A, over the B flat. So after you get down there, once you get to that last chord of the B flat, come down here and play F in the bass before you go into the third verse. Like that. So yeah, that's the bridge. Just take your time with the bridge. That's a lot of chords. But yeah. Once you get through the bridge, you go do a verse, third verse. It's the same as the first and second verse. It's just half a step up. So I'll go through the chords really quickly. C minor over B flat, A minor 7 flat 5, A flat major 7, C minor, but do the little move in your left hand, F minor 7, A flat over G, A flat 7, A by itself in your left hand, and then back to the C minor over B flat. So and on the second pass, G minor 7 at the end to get you into the chorus. And the chorus is just the same as the first two, but again, we're half a step up. So A flat major 7, F minor 7, G minor 7, C minor 7. And then F7, F, G, A flat. So F7, F, G, A flat. And when I get to this A flat, I like to do a little move there because this is the only part of the song where we're going from the chorus back into the chorus. So it's like I like to do this little, once we get to the A flat, I like to walk the bass up from E flat back to A flat. So ba, 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 ba. And then you're just playing these chords. And it just fades out. You just repeat these chords. Right? If you were doing it live, you probably would want to end it like that, you know. But on the record, it just fades out there, and so yeah, that's the whole song. So hopefully that helped you out. If so, please like, subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or suggestions or requests, feel free to hit the comment section. Let me know what you're thinking, and that's it for this one. So until next time.